There are new developments overnight now when it comes to growing worries over the Ebola epidemic. For the second time in just hours, fears over the deadly virus have impacted a passenger flight in the United States. The latest scare happened in Chicago last night after a patient got sick on board a flight at O'Hare. Hours earlier, another passenger here in Orlando was isolated after a similar scare on a Southwest flight. Our Mark Lehman is live at OIA this morning. And Mark, we want to point out neither one of these people actually had Ebola, but this fear has basically gotten a grip, a hold of people.
Yeah, that's right, Bridget. Everybody was safe here at Orlando International Airport, but airport officials issued this press release, and it states that all of the moves made yesterday were strictly precautionary. Meanwhile, it highlights the fact that the Ebola fears are impacting travel here in the United States.
As fears continue to sweep across the nation about Ebola, scares are prompting scenes like this, ones that may be familiar at airports over the coming days. Hazmat crews responded to Chicago O'Hare after a 78-year-old woman became ill. Ambulances raced to the tarmac, but it was quickly determined that response was not needed. While that woman is being checked out as a precaution, other cautious measures are being taken here in Florida.
We had our fire department, our police department, and our emergency operations center just to make sure.
The mayor of Miami Beach trying to ease concerns following the quarantine of a teenager visiting from West Africa. Initial tests have come back negative for the Ebola virus. Those results are still being confirmed with the CDC. The focus of worldwide concern has been centered on West Africa, but we're now learning a nurse in Spain has tested positive for Ebola. She's the first person to contract the deadly virus outside the outbreak zone. Her illness now illustrating the dangers healthcare workers face even in sophisticated medical centers.
Now, the incident from yesterday here at Orlando International Airport was from a Southwest flight coming from Houston. Now, officials here with the airport want to stress the fact that they handle no direct flights to or from the West African region. They also say that they have procedures in place if there's anyone exhibiting any sort of signs associated with the Ebola virus. Bridget.
Now, Mark, has there been a call for any additional measures at airports following these scares?
Yeah, there has been calls, and in fact, there's a call from the president himself. President Obama is calling for additional screenings at airports nationwide. We'll have more on that coming up in the next half hour.
Thank you, Mark.